Do you like your current, the first picture that shows up?
Nah.
I don't know how those work, but they're never flattering. Never.
Nah.
Hey, I'm Nikki.
I'm Rich Brian.
And today we're doing the WIRED Autocomplete Interview.
Yes, we are.
I'm learning a lot about you, by the way,
Really?
currently.
Nice. Oh, man.
What happened to Rich Brian?
What happened to me? Honestly, I've been here for 5 years now. I mean, I've been making music.
He just started making music?
Make music. No, what I meant to say was I make music and I go out with friends and do regular.
Is that was that not the norm?
At the time, no. I feel like back then I really I focused on music and just ignored everything else. And
so you've learned to chill.
Yeah, I learned to chill, balance it out, not
That's
get
great.
burnt out. I'm doing good, man. Taking my sweet time.
What is Drive Safe by Rich Brian about?
What I was thinking when I was making the song was, talking to someone that I love and being like, hey, drive safe, be safe, I love you. Sometimes I feel like, you talk to people and you kind of take your conversations for granted. You say certain things that you can't take back and, you regret it. And when it's too late, you can't really say anything to them. But, I feel like this song is about just appreciating the moments that you have with people, which I think is important.
You're really digging deep today. These are very poignant answers.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about that. What nationality is Rich Brian?
I'm Indonesian and I grew up in Indonesia. Yeah, Jakarta.
What language does Rich Brian speak?
I speak Indonesian and English. English is my second language. I didn't really start speaking English to other people until I was 12, having American friends and talking to them on Skype. So I speak both languages.
Okay.
Where is Nikki from?
I am from Jakarta, Indonesia. Born and raised, homegrown.
Where does Nikki shop?
Good question. Online or in real life?
Both.
I'll answer both.
Uh-huh.
In real life, you'll likely find me at Whole Foods.
Okay.
Kind of-
I was thinking of clothing more.
Etsy.
Okay.
Where does
where does
Nikki
Nikki
go to high school? Okay, first of all, I'm no longer in high school. I graduated. I'm 22 years old, even though I may not look it. Next one.
Where is Nikki now?
Los Angeles, California, baby. Does Rich Brian actually ice skate? Ooh.
Oh, no.
Wait, is this one of your longest standing music
Myth?
video secrets?
Honestly, no.
Have you ever said that wasn't you?
No.
Oh, so
I don't think I have.
Now you know.
Yeah, exclusively on Wired.
Does Rich Brian speak Chinese?
I wish I spoke Chinese, but I didn't.
Does Rich Brian have siblings?
I have 3 siblings. I'm the youngest out of 4.
Does Rich Brian have tattoos?
I do. A few months ago, I impulsively made a decision to get 2 tattoos. One right here. If you see it in the mirror, it says manifest. And this one right here is just 3 dots.
Does Rich Brian have a driver's license?
Oh my God.
I feel like this is your universal sign that you need to go get a driver's license.
Yeah, honestly though, when I was in Indonesia, I got to a point where I took driving lessons and I was able to drive around my neighborhood and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's something.
Yeah. But in America, I feel like it's a whole different ballgame.
There are rules.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, it's back to me. Okay.
Okay. Does Nikki have siblings?
Yes, I do have siblings. I have 2 brothers. I have one and he is turning 10 this year. And I have another one. He just turned 1. Does Nikki drive? So I just started driving. I'm a very new driver. And literally yesterday, I drove to Target by myself with plenty of left turns, diagonal parking, all by myself. Does Nikki Have pets? Yes, I do. And if you meet me, I will literally only talk about my dog. Her name's Lucy.
Okay, next one.
Does Nikki have merch? Yes, I do. Nikki.store.
Does Nikki play any instruments?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I do. I play guitar and I play piano. And once upon a time, I played ukulele. I can still play it, but I just stopped playing ukulele.
Yeah.
But I can still do it.
Yeah.
And then once upon a time, I played banjo. Like I kind of taught myself how to play a banjo.
Really?
I touched it for maybe like 2 days.
Yeah.
And I like figured out how to play like one chord. So there you go.
There you go. Does Nikki write her own songs?
No, just kidding.
Yeah, I write all their songs.
Yeah, he's my ghostwriter. No, yeah, I do write my own songs. Kind of very particular about it, so.
All right.
Rich Brian.
Best songs. I really like Cold. I feel like Cold I was really proud of. Yeah, because I feel like it doesn't have a hook or a chorus. It's just like kind of unconventional. And it turned out to be like one of the biggest songs for my first album. I like History. History was cool.
History is a good one.
Yeah, like yeah. So I was like watching a video on like a airsoft gun review, and in the intro they had that song playing, and I was like, and at that point I already had this idea for like a chorus.
Wait, so you're saying you sampled the beginning of that video?
I didn't sample it.
You recreated it. Got it. Rich Brian, education.
I was homeschooled since the second year of elementary. My mom had a really like interesting way of teaching me things. Like she wanted to teach me science like firsthand, so she would like take me and my brother on like walks to like go see like plants and stuff. And
That's
she's
cute.
like, yeah, I think that was really fun. It was very much like DIY.
Rich Brian.
First song. I rapped on this MF Doom beat, and I recorded it on my iPhone, and I mixed it on Sony Vegas, which is a video editing program. And then I uploaded it on SoundCloud. And the picture was a Photoshop picture of me and Tyler, the Creator. And I was wearing a shirt that says Earl Sweatshirt is better. I posted it, and people seemed to kind of like it, even though I kind of did it as a joke. And then that was like, okay, I want to make more songs and put it out on SoundCloud.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rich Brian. Latest song.
California. It was me and Nikki and Warren. All three of us just came together and did the old Avengers and just made the song.
Okay, Rich Brian. Oh, MBTI.
Is that the one with like the?
It's like INFJ, ENFJ.
I have no idea what I am actually. I did it a long time ago, but I forgot.
If I were to guess, not that I have any knowledge on this, by the way. I feel like you'd be like an ISTJ. It's like
you explain?
Introverted, sensing, thinking, judging.
Sounds like me.
Rich Brian, next album.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know when it's coming. Making The Sailor was such a process. That was like an entire like year and a half of just like being in the studio and like really thinking hard on like, okay, for this song the visual needs to be this because it fits like this story. And like I feel like now I kind of want to just be like free. I might put out like a little mini project or singles here and there and features and all that, but albums I'll take my time on that. I want it to be good. What is Nikki's
short for?
What are you short for, like?
Yeah, it's always been a dream to just be short and like not be able to reach anything like in the grocery store. It's really cool. It's a great life.
What is Nikki's
zodiac sign?
Zodiac sign.
Do you know this?
I think you're January 24th, so that's
Starts with an A.
You're an Aries? No, Aquarius. Yeah, you're an Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius.
What is Nikki's favorite color?
I hate this question. Like it literally changes every other month. So, a recent color that I really like?
What?
Like a sage green. Like I got a sage green throw pillow recently against like my a cream couch, like a neutral couch.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. I promise you. It's beautiful.
What song did Nikki sing in?
Raya and the Last Dragon.
And the Last Dragon.
What if it wasn't Dragon?
I know, right?
It was Warpaint, the Henry Fong remix. Why was Rich Brian crying. Okay, wait. I'm assuming that they're referring to the Lose video.
I cried multiple times. There's
Okay.
that one, and then there's like a selfie of me crying. That's like pretty.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was I crying in the Lose video? It's because the song was so good. I was trying my best to sing along, but you know the lyrics just like really struck me so hard that I couldn't hold the tears back.
Right.
As for the selfie, the crying selfie, I was on tour and I got sick, which like made me cough a lot, and sometimes I would have like cough attacks
Right,
where I just couldn't stop coughing, and I would just like start crying, and I was like, you know what, this is a perfect time to take a picture of myself.
And it went viral.
Yeah, people still use it.
Okay, why is Rich Brian so famous?
I mean, I make stuff, you know, I make music,
You're blessed.
Yeah.
Period.
Honestly, no, that's the number one. That's a great answer. I'm blessed. When I was 15, I started this thing where I pray just to simply say thank you for like the simple things.
Right.
And I swear, since I started doing that, my life was just like.
It's always good to be grateful for like everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that's why I'm famous.
There you go. And that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you so much for Googling us, and have a great day.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.